Right, so we are back. Let's jump right into these today. Haven't had much time to get back out farming, but I need to do that for too long. We have the Nez Pass coming to the end, I believe, Sunday? I think it's Sunday. So just need to go out there and make sure that gets done. And we also have the Nez Festival, which has still got 8 days. Still need to get a couple of these done. A little behind on the Astromon Link battles, but upgrading gems and stuff like that, doing the dailies will just kind of come down. And these are usually your big ones anyway, so that's where you'll get the bulk of your stuff. What do we need for the weekly? We still need a couple of stuff. Upgrade, gold dungeon, and whatnot. So we will knock some of that out. We have Vitra up as well. Grab him after everything is done. And actually I need to double check that. I'll do that. We'll do that here after we get these done. I don't know if I was actually over the amount to get your random gleam, but we shall see. I was also taking a look at the leaderboard for the Capture Festival. I think it's been kind of slow for this one, which it kind of deserves to be, unless you really needed Gatito. Especially, I mean, if you wanted to get the gems for them too, you could go out and farm them. Once again, so you need, what is that? Technically 4, 8, so that's 10 extras. So you need 10 extra Astromon just to do the fusion, and then you need the full 16. So I've done this math before. And my calculator is not near me, but somewhere around 96 or 106 then. So capturing him really doesn't take too many Astro chips, but at the same time, if it ends up being stubborn, you can get up over 150 chips that you might need to get it done. And again, you know, when I give out my Capture Festival advice too, saving up the Astro chips now, going the pay, if you wanted to pay for chips anyway. I mean, I think it's like $3 for 30. So, you know, to be honest, when I think about it, as far as, you know, from my standpoint on that, $3, put in, you know, $10 in there. That's at least 90 chips at that point, and see kind of where you get. You're not gonna, unfortunately, that's not enough, but still, saving up the amount of chips that you're getting from the Nez Pass or the Nez Festival, the daily 5 chips that you do get, you know, I could still see spending a couple bucks, you know, here or there to try and, you know, get your chips back up. And if you need to do that, you know, again, saving your chips for next month is more of the priority. But that's why I enjoy. Again, I do give it credit to this game in Monster Super League. Again, the business model for this is not egregious, because they could have, when they first made that change to, so a lot of new players won't know this about the game, but the change that they did make was about, was it 3 years ago now? I think 3.5. It was either 3.5 or 4 years ago now. I don't remember. But you used to not be able to you didn't have a secondary chip to capture the exotic Astromon. You had to try and capture all the exotic Astromons using your normal chips, and that kind of became a little bit of a problem. But to be honest, it wasn't a bad system, because that's also when they introduced the paying 100 Astro Gems to get another chance to capture. and to be honest, I really didn't mind that system. It kind of made um, the competition on the leaderboard for the capture festivals a little bit more competitive because you couldn't just pay uh, to do more, to have more chips. And that's the kind of thing, is when that first got introduced, I had a problem with it, because that literally, if you want to see the definition of a pay to win, um, that's exactly it. You can use as many exotic chips as you want trying to capture something. So there's no end to it. If you've got 500 chips like me, I could literally, it won't happen, but I could throw 500 chips at one Astromon if I wanted to. And again, going back to, that's the definition of pay to win. Well, I could pay for an unlimited amount of chips to do this. Now, obviously, I've also talked about this before. To be number one on the leaderboard, or to be number one for the capture festival anyway, the rewards are not worth it. I've said that before. As much as I flaunt being able to be number one on the leaderboard myself for it, it's still, the rewards aren't worth it. And it's also not worth the sleep that I lose trying to make sure that I stay number one or stuff like that. It's just overall not worth the time, the effort, or the energy. Um, so it kind of goes hand in hand, right? So even though it's a pay to win mechanic, the rewards for that quote unquote pay to win are so garbage that you don't do it anyway. So it is what it is. But at the same time, when they introduced that system, again, my opinion was not, I was not too happy about it, because again, it screamed the pay to win. And then later on, when I was doing capture festivals, it was very convenient to be able, I would say, to you can throw as many chips at them, because these Astromon every month are special. Granted, I'm not out there farming them, and I'm not hyping them up or anything, but they still are special. You can't get them anywhere else. They're only they were 100% only for the capture festivals, and that's a really good thing. That's a positive to Monster Super League in my opinion. But yeah, it just the original time that it was put, it was just not it was not a good idea in my opinion. It's now something that you kind of get used to, and we just deal with it. But I don't even know why I got on that tangent. I'll take the shock there. Can we get a defense down on you? Nope. Let's see what that does. Wow, we didn't even scratch. This guy's got good gems on his, he's got good gems on this, on his Dark Sea Star, and that's what you want to see. Even with the shock and the resistance down, it's not hitting her as hard either. GG. Oh, that's of course I'd remember here at the end of it, but yeah, that was the one thing I was worried about, though, is they could have definitely been like, "Hey, you want those Astro chips?" And they could have. And this is another reason why I give Monster Super League a lot of the benefit of the doubt. As much as I do criticize a lot of this game and give my opinion on it, once again, you guys have to realize that when they did those Astro chips, they could have charged like $10 for 30 of them. They could, and they still can. They still can, but they didn't. They made it, in my opinion, reasonable at that point, right? So it's just one of those things that, this game does not go after you definitely as egregious as a lot of the other mobile games do, unfortunately. But anyway, I'm gonna get off that topic. Let's double check here. No, I did spend, so we'll get in here and get this done. We'll get our 200 for the week. That'll get that one. I still need to do the tower. I'll go to the gold dungeon later. So, all right, we're going to leave that there. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you all in tomorrow's daily.